Hi Aries, welcome back. This will be a quick late night reading for you guys. Let's dive right on into some really important archetypal messages. I'm feeling really strongly drawn to this deck. So Aries, somebody here could like Middle Eastern food. Sorry, I'm just getting that. Or like some kind of spiciness, like hot Doritos, or I don't know. They like their food flavorful, that's for sure. They like mm, paradoxes, compliments. I don't know how you would say that. Dichotomies. I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll take this one. Gold. That's a great card. We have Mars in Leo, I believe, right now. Mars is your ruling planet, right? So whatever Mars is doing will impact you probably all the time. When it goes into a new sign, you'll feel a new flavor of your temperament almost, right? It's kind of like how Moon ruled placements probably are very changeable depending on where the moon is, and it's changing constantly every 2 days or so, right? So at least you guys, it's only every month or I don't know, something like that. Um, Grab some tarot. It's interesting how the future has more of this fiery energy and the past has more of this void. Anything else for Aries? Wow, new beginning. Aries. That full circle there, kind of calling to that full moon we'll be experiencing at the end of this week, conjoining Uranus. Okay. Plus more for Aries. You could be like investing or like reinvesting your time in something that's actually worth your investment long term, like one step at a time vibes. Yeah, you could be a masculine. I could be talking to a masculine, or you're dealing with a masculine maybe, or you're just Aries can be associated with the Emperor card in general. So coming out of your shell almost regarding some like stance you feel or you find regarding like your priorities being split in multiple different ways, leaving something behind. Yeah. Well, interesting. It's like freedom. Like, yeah. Uh huh. This is about long term security, like defending your long term security. You could live somewhere that's very like rural, the prairies, or I don't know what else, the plains, as you would call it, maybe the west part of the USA or whatever. Um, there's some kind of destruction that takes place, but then it's like fixed. It's like you automatically like recalibrate. I don't know. Um, Yeah, it's like, oh, that was useful. Yeah, because it led me to the Ace of Pentacles. It led me to tenacity. It led me to strength and seeing something clearly. Wow, this is actually interesting. I like it. Especially since we have Saturn and Neptune going into Aries next year. I know I keep repeating probably the same thing over and over, but Aries, Aries, Aries energy, please. What do you need Aries to know? Thank you. Something about cleaning your house could be relevant to have like good positivity. There's something changing in your career, Taurus energy, and confidence in your magic. So Gemini energy there, air sign energy there. We have actually Jupiter in Gemini, ruled by that Mercury in Sagittarius, about to go retrograde soon. We're in the pre-shadow. So there's something definitely about like cutting through or winning something for long-term security, or even just in your finances specifically, or to do with a masculine who wants to provide finances, or to do with an earth sign, or to do with authority figures at work, or long-term security at work, like being the boss bitch, right? So that's interesting and that's interesting because I'm filming this right now currently when the moon in Aries is squaring off with Pluto in Capricorn. So we've got this real dichotomy of that kind of the drive to push something home in regards to like taking your power back in finances and karmic patterns and like enslavement to go towards something new, refresh, or um, yeah, maybe leaving a sense of like conservatism, or maybe even employing a sense of conservatism. Because I was really interested in Saturn and Aries, which we'll be having right next year or so. But more than that, like characters or actors or celebrities who had these placements and what roles they ended up playing, and they were always roles in which, for some reason or other, the movie kind of justified their anger um, to protect something, and there was a kind of real regality to that, which Capricorn can rule that kind of regality. So it's interesting how that tense aspect of Aries and Capricorn, I believe they square, if I'm correct, kind of is like a steam engine for like passion or purpose, or like to establish new structures, like freedoms, like fighting against the status quo. You know what I mean? So yeah, Page of Cups here. There's some kind of apology after some sense of conflict. Yeah, it's like automatically it gets fixed. Like it's like, oh, you stood up for yourself, good job, or I don't know. It's just like some kind of, maybe you're apologizing. Um, Yeah, there's some kind of, oh, let me fix that. I'm going to adjust my strategy regarding finances. Just give me a quick moment, right? There's some kind of push or drive to do this so that you can actually chase something that you're interested in. Yeah, interesting. It's like you're understanding where, well, your piece in everything. It's like, something about Aquarius energy is strong. Yeah, there could have been like some lack of healing in the past, and now it's like, oh, I just realized that, but awareness melts away all my problems, so that's over now. Um, yeah, let's read this number 9 in the reverse. Yeah, there was some kind of like maybe focusing too much on the micro details, not enough on the macro scale, and so you were kind of missing the point. It's giving that before, but now it's like, oh, I understand. It's gonna do a tweak there. Um, When candle magic is in the reverse, you are being guided to call in good spirits to help with your goal. This could be about your health or job. Have you ever tried invoking a deity or angel into your spells? Right, divine intervention. That's really important. They hear prayers, they hear telepathy, they hear thoughts. If not, perhaps now is the time to give it a go. And then they say you always want to do that if you're in hell because you can get saved. You know, God is literally not one person. It's a unity of souls, positive and feminine, at higher vibrations, right? So if you have, maybe there is a new deity that is waiting and willing to help you. Don't be shy about asking others for help. Sometimes we need a little helping hand when things become overwhelming or we aren't sure how to proceed. And it's like you're taking that hand, holding the sword. It's giving, I think, the Legend of Arthur, where he like pulls the sword out of the stone. So especially with stone can represent kind of Saturn. When Saturn entering Aries, there's going to be like a lot of conflict or a lot of drive to like establish what we think are the correct rules for the future. So, yeah, very interesting. It's funny how this is all kind of like coming to a peak, right near the King of Pentacles with the Fool. So, good energy, honestly, with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles under that, Five of Pentacles sideways, exiting out of that in the future. I like it. Aries people in placements. Messages for Aries people, energy and placements. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got 3 here, so it's just similar culture. Interesting. Similar culture. Anubis. Anubis could be relevant, as well as the spirit Marax, Marax. Okay, Aries. As well as Salpsani, I think it is. Salpsan, maybe. Aries. Necromancer. So transmuting something, definitely. It's kind of giving like Angel Gabriel. It's like, I don't know exactly what Angel Gabriel does, but you might want to look that up. But other than that, it's giving like Pluto, which we are in Scorpio season. And we have so many strong Pluto aspects. Transmuting, coming alive from the ashes, wants to be your friend. Interesting. There are people that want to help you. Okay, cool. Peony. So this person could like smells like beautiful florals or beautiful floral smells. Botus in the reverse is another spirit. Anything else for Aries? Or maybe smelling good or enjoying sensuality or sensual fragrances or enjoying life's pleasures with that Taurus full moon at the end of this week, right? Which rules enjoyment. Travels a lot. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Could have Sag placements. They are not playing on your empathy, so this person is not trying to emotionally manipulate you, it seems. That's what they want you to know, maybe. Angel Hanael in the future position. So another angel that might be relevant or important to look up prayers regarding or with. Aries. Any other helpful messages? Set healthy boundaries. Armadillo. Wow, armadillo. Let's go ahead and see. Okay. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of Armadillo. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been okay for you in the past. So the past, boundaries, these are all themes of Saturn, which is about to move into Aries, right? Well, this also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin, and what is yours and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. So this is about having the courage to stand up against, tyranny, even, or like structures or the past or conservatism. Sorry. Armadillo spirit, it's almost like, it's funny how we have Pluto finishing off in Capricorn, and then we have Saturn about to move into Aries, which rules that Pluto that is finishing off in Capricorn and starting like a new chapter or like kind of a new war. Um, I don't know, it's just interesting. Armadillo spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you're agreeing to. Declare what your needs are and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. We could have had these areas really murky, with Saturn in Pisces, with Neptune in Pisces, finishing off that Pluto in Capricorn. Like, what a great placement for Saturn to be in while Pluto finishes in Capricorn, while it's really leaving us. If you know some symbolism of Pluto, it's about that kind of trauma that we've moved through. And so for Saturn and Pisces to be there dissolving illusions in our subconscious, water, the only thing that wears away its structures. And it does it very gently and with our emotions, with our subconscious, with the cries out of sea creatures, right, in the ocean, or pollution, or pipes bursting, or whatever. And then we have, of course, like I said, Saturn moving to Aries next year. That's so interesting, I think. Anyways, and then we have, of course, Mars really doing its thing, and retrograde into Cancer, which is all about protecting the homeland, and the whole idea of what is a role of a mother or a feminine. So it's just interesting. Say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. Trust your body signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a sense of what belongs to you and what doesn't. I heard a good thing from, I think her name's Flavored Vivid. She was saying, what was she saying? She was saying something about questioning if a thought was yours or not. And seeing what pops into your head when you do that, and if it's like popping into your head with images of a specific person or something. So I've never practiced this, but it could be useful for you, definitely, especially if you are so naturally empathetic or empathic or telepathic and things like that. So, and a lot of people don't realize they are, because that's how spirits influence us, right? They can kind of nudge us towards certain routes. So, alrighty, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for being here. Take care.